Good morning, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my temporary studio space. As some of you might know, we're building a studio at the house, but it's still in my driveway and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So I got myself this little space to work out of. I'll be doing all my reviews and gear stuff and packing videos and all that jazz from here. So welcome to the first one. Today I wanted to talk to you about this beautiful bit of kit. This is the Anker SOLIX EverFrost 2. This is the 40-liter version of it. It is a 12-volt fridge and I'm super excited to get into it. Today we're going to be doing the unboxing and we're going to be running through some tests and see what we think. But without further ado, let's open this guy up and see what's inside. All right, everyone, let me get into the sides here. Now, I'll give you a little disclaimer. Anker SOLIX reached out to me to see if I wanted to test this guy. I said, yeah, I'd love to. They sent it over. No money changed hands. They don't get to see this video before it's published. And I'm going to be testing it and giving you my honest opinion. So let's see. So already I can tell this is a fairly sizable fridge. It's definitely not, you know, comparable to the 25-liter I've been using for years. So it's significantly larger. But let's have a look. Instruction manuals. We have, there's our AC power cable. We have our 12-volt cable, which is nice. We have our power adapter for the AC. So all of that was in the side slots. Let's remove these guys. All right, here we can see the actual unit. And I hope you can tell, it's quite a beefy little guy. Very, very nice, very deep capacity. Had a beautiful, nice, thick rubber seal around the edges. It looks really nice. I reckon let's get it out of the box and see what we got. So I don't think there's a graceful way to do this. So I'm going to do my best. There we go. Now there's nothing else in the box, just these. So let's put those aside. Out of the box, it's a very nice unit. It seems really, really well made. The wheels are incredibly smooth to roll and they're quite large, so it make it easy to roll over, you know, not the best of terrain. I really like that. I think it's great. It's a very smooth motion. You saw me twirl it around before. And yeah, it's got a delightful little carry handle, which is nice. That can also double as a little table. That's really cool, actually. Very nice. One of the main features about this guy, which I think makes it different to other fridges, is the inclusion of this fan here. This fan will circulate the air, cooling this guy down, making it, you know, significantly more efficient. I really like that design. I think that's great. The other interesting thing about this is this has got sort of a soft close lid, which I appreciate. I think that's great. Very nice. Cool. Beautifully made. Something else about this fridge that's really interesting is this guy has got its own lithium iron phosphate battery. So on the website they state that this will run the fridge for up to 4 days, which I'm very interested to test out. I don't think this battery has any charge on it right now, so I'll get the battery on charge and we'll see how it goes. Also got a little accessories tray here. Now if you take this out, you can put 2 batteries in there, extending your life, which is really cool. I've only got the one, so I'm gonna get this guy on charge and we'll talk about it when we come back. We're just going to go through a couple of these little things. So currently it's set to -20. We have quite a few different options on here. So you got a main power button, just hold and press to turn on and off. We have got full temperature selection, so I'm going to put this to where I would normally have it, which is about 1 or 2 degrees. That's where I like to keep it. I'll be using this as a fridge mainly, but you can, the temperature variation is quite wide. Let's see how low we can get it. So -20 all the way up to 20 degrees Celsius. I don't know why you would ever have it there. That seems ridiculous for a fridge, but let's go back down to about 2 degrees. That's where I like to keep it. Then we've also got a couple of menu options in here. So right now we have a smart mode, we have eco mode or max. So obviously max is going to cool it down the fastest. Smart mode's a mix between eco and max, and obviously eco mode will, try to keep the power consumption to a minimum. We can also set our screen brightness. We can do our voltage protection. Now what I will say is if you're running the fridge off of 12 volt from your vehicle or so, I would set this to high just to protect it. Mid is a nice sort of medium range if you're running it off various different power options, and I would use low if you're going to connect this to a power station. Right now I've just got it off the main battery, so we'll just leave it there. We've got our temperature units, which for me is in Celsius. We've got language, and that's about it. And getting out of there again, it's at 15 degrees, so it's dropped 5 degrees already. So we're going to give it a go and see how long we've got. So we've got 93% on the battery there. So it's really nice that they indicate how much power you've got. And now let's jump into the app. All right, everyone, here we are on the app. I don't really like that they force you to make an account and force you to sign in. I have some feelings about that, but anyway, let's move on from there. So I'm just going to pair the device. So yeah, there we go. I'm just going to use Bluetooth for now, and there we are. Here is our fridge. So we get the current temperature, the cooling mode, the temperature it's set to, remaining battery capacity, battery output, battery input. So if you had it connected to something powering it, you would see that all here. Kind of interesting, useful. You can change the settings, change the set temperature. Yeah, interesting. We've got a whole bunch of settings here. Wow. So screen brightness you can change, which is useful, especially if you're, don't want a big bright light shining at night during your camp. You can turn that down. Keep the screen on always if you like. I'm just going to turn that on now because I'm filming. Voltage protection, device name, you can set it to Wi-Fi if you want it to connect to your home Wi-Fi and control it remotely. That's pretty cool. And firmware update, which is interesting. We can do a firmware update, but I'm not going to do that right now. And you also have access to a user manual. Very cool. It's very simple, very efficient, not much to it. That's great, I like it. Alright guys, so it's just hit my target temperature. We've got 91% remaining on the battery, so it used 2% to get down there, and it took about 12 minutes. So really efficient. I think that's absolutely great. Sometimes these fridges can take a while to cool down. I will say it's only about 18 degrees ambient temperature here today. So in Australia, when you're looking at 40 degree plus days, this will take longer and it will use more power. So just keep that in mind. But that's really good so far. Pretty stoked. So I'm going to load this into my car and we're going to go use it for a little camp trip and see how we feel. Now, something I am curious about is how this is going to fit in the chimney. Like I said, it is a large unit. It's definitely not a small little fridge like the one I've been using. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll put it in, and yeah, if I think it's worthwhile, I'll definitely be recommending it. But yeah, let's give it a test, and I'll bring you back. Let's go. All right, hello everybody. So we're at camp. We arrived here at 3, it's 5 o'clock now. We've had 2 hours, and we arrived with a battery at 100%. I plugged it into the Bluetti just to keep it topped up, because I wanted to see how long it lasts from getting to camp and then, you know, not having it in the car anymore. So we're at 94% right now. So we're looking at about 3% per hour, which is kind of what I was expecting. I've opened it twice, once to get a drink out and once to just make sure nothing is spilt in there, but that's it. In addition to that, I've got quite a bit of empty space in the fridge. Now, normally with fridges like that, the more stuff you put in there, the less empty space there is, the more efficient it becomes because of thermal mass. I purposefully had a lot of empty space in there. I wanted to see exactly how long it would last in sort of a normal overnight kind of situation. So far, really, really good. One thing I will mention though, because of its size, it's actually really problematic in a car like the Jimny. I can't open the lid all the way, and I can't open it to the point where it will stay open. So that's a little of a negative sort of thing that I wasn't expecting. Now you can circumvent that by putting it on a fridge slide and getting it out of the car. That's totally fine. If you have a fridge slide, this will be really, really nice for you. For me, it's going to obstruct my table, and it's going to require me to do a whole bunch of engineering to make something like that work. So I think for me, for overnight camps, I don't know if this is the right unit for me. Once again, your setup might differ. You might have something larger or have a fridge slide already. Perfect. For me, I think for an overnight camp, this is a little overkill. But so far it's working really, really well. I don't have it attached to any batteries. It's running by itself. I like that aspect of it really well. But yeah, guys, I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to get it out of the car in a second, put it down somewhere and just let it run. And tomorrow we'll see what we're left with after a full overnight camp. And yeah, so I'm going to lift it out and let's see how we go. So guys, we're on 87% and it's 8 o'clock. So 3 hours and we've lost 13%. So 4% per hour seems like where we're going to land up in these sort of conditions with what's in there. It's not bad. We'll check in again in the morning and see, how much it's actually used. So far, I'm pretty impressed with the performance, I gotta say. And it's really nice not having to have this plugged in. Just the freedom of being able to put it anywhere, and it's really good. I really like that. Yeah, I'll check in again with you guys a little later, and we'll see how we go. Beautiful bit of kit, gotta say. I like it a lot. Morning everyone. So let's have a chat. We are on 74% for 17 hours. That's really not bad. I opened and closed this fridge a couple of times last night. It's still pretty empty. It got more empty as the night went on, obviously. And we've lost 26%. That's really excellent for an overnight. And I think you'll be able to get away with this for at least a weekend, if not longer. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It was quiet, I didn't hear it. I had it right next to my head while I was sleeping. I didn't hear the fan run, I didn't hear the unit run. Yeah, brilliant bit of kit, actually. Really, really nice. I have absolutely no concerns recommending this guy to you. As of filming, it's just over $1,000 Australian. Now, that is a fairly steep investment, but if you compare it to other fridges on the market in a sort of comparable size, I think you'll struggle to find something at this price point with a built-in battery. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Lovely bit of kit. I love the flexibility of being able to take the battery out and to charge that separately. I love the fact that you could run this from various different power sources, including solar and a power station, or run it from your car. There's so many ways to power this thing. I think that's really, really valuable. I like the little table inclusion. The wheels are fantastic as well. They're super smooth to ride. Yeah, guys, all in all, this is a lovely bit of kit. Like I said to you, it doesn't quite work in the Jimny. It's not too big, so I can put it in the car and take it to camp, especially if I'm going for a couple of days, and I can take it out of the car and put it down. It's totally fine. Using it inside of the Jimny I think is a bit problematic. If you have a fridge slide, beautiful, perfect solution for that. I don't have a fridge slide, so I'm not going to put one in. But yeah, guys, brilliant bit of kit. Anker SOLIX, thank you so much for sending me this guy. I really appreciate it. I'm going to use him a lot, and you'll probably see it a lot in the videos going forward. Highly recommend it. There is a sale on at the moment on these. I don't have any codes. I don't have any affiliate links for you, unfortunately. If I do get some, I'll put them in the description. So have a quick look and see if there's anything there for you. Yeah, I'm going to pack up and I'm going to head home and start enjoying the rest of this beautiful day. Thank you for joining me, guys. This is Andre from the Midweek Escape Artist. This is the Anker SOLIX EverFrost 2, 40 liters, and it's a big thumbs up from me. Let's go.